everybody, good evening. My name is Peyton Grissom, and tonight I'm going to be talking to you guys about what my theory of leadership is. So on the agenda tonight, we're going to be talking about what leadership is, a basic definition. We're going to be talking about one of my favorite leadership theories that I've learned from this semester. We're going to talk about how leadership approached me and what age I was at. We're also going to talk about how I plan on implementing it in the future, and I'll give you a recap at the end. Pretty simple. So the first thing is, what is leadership? And I really took my time to try to find the perfect definition that I thought would tie in what leadership is to me. And I did find that. So according to mindtools.com, leadership and leaders help themselves and others to do the right things. They set direction, build an inspiring vision, and create something new. Leadership is about mapping out where you need to go to get the win as a team or an organization. And I thought Mind Tools did a really good job with being able to take all the different components of what a leader is and put it in a perfect definition. And so I have these cute little clip arts that show what leadership is, and I thought they were a really good example. So my favorite leadership theory that I've learned this semester is the path goal theory. And I think this is one of the best theories that we have learned this semester because it really helps find an understanding of what will make a goal come a reality. So according to our textbook, path goal theory is about how leaders motivate followers to accomplish designated goals. The stated goal of the leadership theory is to enhance follower performance and follower satisfaction by focusing on follower motivation. And according to House and Mitchell, leadership generates motivation when it increases the number and kinds of payoffs that followers receive from work. And I thought this was a really good example to demonstrate what leadership is made to do. And this theory itself has helped me come up with what my own theory is to leadership, and it's helped me enhance my leadership skills as well. So how leadership approached me. And when I tell this story, I've told this story a couple of times to people, and they're like so amazed that this happened to me at such a young age. But I think it also has helped me shape me into being what kind of person I am today. So this picture right here is my old principal when I was in middle school, Dr. Richard Holland. He was the principal at Jones Middle School when I was there. And in 7th grade, I was walking to, I believe, my math class when Dr. Holland stopped me in the hallway and asked if he could talk to me and asked if I would be interested in a class he was going to be teaching the following semester. And his goal was to take a couple 7th grade students and form them to be inform them to be a good leader for following 6th graders so that you could go into a class and be able to mentor them. And in that class, he gave us a book, and it was by Stephen Covey, I think. I'm sorry if I pronounced the last name wrong, but it's the 7 Habits of High Effective People. And I actually still have this book, and I go back and reference it all the time because it is such a helpful, beneficial book. And I'm so thankful that in 7th grade, I was given this opportunity to become a leader and know what steps to take to become an effective leader. So thank you, Dr. Holland. I really do appreciate it. And I'm actually still in contact with him today as well. So how I plan to implement leadership, and also how I plan on being an effective leader. So I could go and tell you what I want to do and how I plan on doing everything in the future. My dream is to work in the human resources department. I would love to be the leader that people can come to and can trust. And so I was looking online to see the best approach to take on this. And according to e-learning industry, I really enjoyed and I loved how they talked about the 5 ways to build and develop your leadership skills. And so I thought this would be beneficial for not just me, but I think for everyone who wants to be the best leader that they can be. So number 1 is to be an inspiration. Being an inspiration and an effective leader should be able to motivate others to do great things. And great leaders move us and inspire us to do our best. Let me move that closer. The second is to keep learning. So we learn and grow every single day. We've been learning stuff since we were babies. And if today I'm learning from my leader, then tomorrow I can be a leader and help others learn as well. And the third thing is to communicate. And we are all communication majors and we know how important it is to communicate with one another. But communication is one of the most powerful tools. And a good communicator is not just a great speaker, but also a really good listener too. So to be a great leader, you have to be able to speak well and give great advice, but you also have to be able to listen to other people's problems. 4 is to always see the bigger picture. And this kind of wraps back up to why I think path goal theory is one of the most beneficial to me and what my theory of leadership is, because it's the ability to see and provide suggestions for potential problems, but to be able to see the bigger picture. And just like how the path goal theory is, you try to create a path so that you can get to the goal. And I think that's why number 4 is always see the bigger picture. And 5, let your actions speak for you. And I think this is really important because anyone can just talk and say they're going to do something. But when you actually put your actions behind it, it shows, okay, she's not just going to, talk what she's doing. She's actually going to do it. She's actually going to implement it. And so here's the recap. So we defined what leadership is. I told you a little bit why I love path goal theory and why it's so beneficial. I talked about how I was approached with leadership. I talked about how I plan on implementing leadership in the future. And that is it. Thank you so much for coming to my presentation. Have a great night.